I'm going to ask my brother to do now is just talk about what he's done over the last day or so, what his impressions were of where we're falling down and what things we have to increase here. One of the things that he's very good at is the web presence, building a real nice website and being able to analyze where the people who come to the website travel. And so I would just like him to talk briefly about some of the things that we haven't done very well and things that we need to enhance.
So I'll give you a 5-second sort of historical starting point for me. I spent more than a decade in sort of my formative years getting in, being grown up and working for somebody with a company called Bose Corporation, which most of you know. And what you most probably don't know is you recognize them as a company producing hi-fi and audio and stereo for high-end automobiles and those kinds of things. But if you're an employee of the company, what you find out very quickly is the owner, Dr. M.R.G. Bose, was a professor at MIT, I think, until the day he stopped working. And if you met him somewhere, he'd mention that he's a professor at MIT, not that he was Bose Corporation. So I learned through them the value in the corporate world of additional education and ongoing education, and the theory that you might be prepared to be a junior person in this company, but there's a lot of education that has to happen to take on that next role. So they were very much supporting anybody in the company to move on with education. And so with that as my background, and then with 25 plus years in senior sales positions, what I recognized very quickly is that selling in the sort of stereotypical used car manner is most horrific thing you'd ever want to have done to you or do for a living. But a true salesperson actually just simply educates the customer base to what's available to them, what will solve that one problem they've got right now they can't seem to have solved, and for that matter, what the value is that they're going to reach into their pocket and pull out and spend some hard-earned money on. And so I've got the advantage of having an inside look into NexLev because I've met the CEO and had some good chats with him. Of course, I've known my brother all my life to know what his strengths are, and so I can honestly say that what's being offered by the company is second to none. It's the highest level of online education, the highest level of project management training, and so I look at it and say, well, there's nothing I can bring to this with the exception of, as just a standard customer, would I come to their site and buy the product? And that's where quickly my history and my background says, I don't know if I would. And so my comment is that there has to be a very clear, very quick, because you only get so many first impressions, ability for a customer to come to the site and understand why, with all the project management things that are out there, that you would quickly say, I don't need to look anymore, this is the one I want. And the real answer to that is because of the past history of Jason with his considerable project management expertise and being able to give that for really a fraction of the value by buying it in an online course form. And then I'm that guy that says, you can give me the best material ever, but if you give it to me in a format that's just an ebook or a difficult way for me to consume it, then that's no value. And that's where I see what my brother has done for his last career, is presenting things in a format that isn't an ebook. It's truly an online learning process, and in my opinion, more efficient than going to a classroom because you can do it at your pace, you can do it at your time, and you can do it at your speed and your learning level. So there's a bunch of things that I see on this that think this is phenomenal, and it can really bring value, not just to the individuals, but to the corporations that are paying for their individuals to attend this course. But you have to get past the initial impression when you hit the website to pull the credit card out and get there. So my 2 cents on that are simply clarifying what the message is, what are you getting for your money, what the benefit is, what you're doing that's different than everybody else, and then taking any roadblock. Don't ask too many questions, don't make people jump through hoops. If I've decided I want to buy this course, I want to get on it, let me have the advantage to put my credit card in and buy that. So that's my generalization of what I would say the next step for NexLev from a sales standpoint probably needs to be.